Blah.
Bum 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 bum
Blah.
ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum.
No. And we are on the Spider-Man stream, yeah.
Yeah, it says string younger bro.
Okay.
The one for this game.
All right.
That might be the wrong hero theme. Maybe. I never play the right hero theme.
All right, sounds good. Hello, people. It's us, TBGN Game. Now I'm your host, Younger Bro.
I'm your other host, Older Bro.
And yay, the PS5 is back and working fine.
Yes, it is.
So all the prongs in the HDMI port split off. They broke.
Yeah, for context, guys. Hello, Mr. B. For context, guys, think of your normal microchip that you can always think of. Just literally like, all the tiny little prongs that stick down into the motherboard or the circuit board. Younger Bro managed to shear every single one of those pins off.
Yep.
And somehow it still was displaying HDMI. Like, we could have kept it here. We could have just, like, not touched it, and it would have kept working. So, like...
Well, we would still have to make it work every episode.
Yeah, we'd have to, like, jiggle it a little bit, but it was still working. And the guy himself was like, I don't know how this was still working.
Yeah.
Like...
So, today, guys, our benchmarks for the next few streams are just going to be fighting. I'm doing these last two. The
point launch and wall run.
And wall run, yeah. Well, not wall run. It's the skip over rooftop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that one.
So, I'm going to be going into outposts because
Makes
it's
sense.
the easiest way to do this.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, how are you doing, Mr. B?
I believe I have to do finishers and I have to dodge. So I need him. Woo! Oh, that was sick!
Do you have some kind of cold or flu, Mr. B? Or just have a bad headache?
Yeah, I have to perform a lot of finishers. Can you guys hear the music?
Oh, on your heel. Sorry, I thought it said head. Sorry.
Guys, can you hear the game music?
Yeah, it's right there.
I can barely hear it. Okay. Well, I couldn't hear it at all.
Mr. B can hear the game music.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm very excited because after the stream, so I was gonna play Spider-Man 2, then I watched all the cutscenes for it. So I think I'm gonna start with Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna play it off camera. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much at night, all this week, I'm gonna enjoy my time off by playing on my PS5.
Fair enough.
Woo! I know I also need to disarm enemies, but right now I'm focusing on the finishers.
Yeah.
And also dodging.
Yeah.
What did I just
But
do?
yeah.
I just kicked him in the back of the head. It's not that...
Yeah, Mr. B, did one of your
Complex.
students like beat you up or something?
Okay, let's get this guy in the tower. She's coming down. Oh, he was a part of the wave. Okay, let's Did I just hit myself with the tower?
I'm not quite sure what you just did. Sort of.
Dude, I backflipped onto that wall. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Wait, how did that not get me? I think he stunned me out of the stun animation, so I didn't get that grenade hit for some reason.
Yeah, as a reminder to everybody, we do have a channel announcement that came out today. There's not a lot of definitive information in it because we don't have exact defined dates of like when things are happening and stuff like that. But we do have some important updates. So if you guys care about the current state of the channel, feel free to check that video out.
Yeah, it is probably somewhat important.
Yeah.
It was important enough that we made
an out of season update.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember if I said that in the video, but we probably are just going to delete that video when the year 6 announcement
You did say that.
video comes out. Okay. Yeah. We'll just end up combining that into the other video.
Super.
It made you sad.
You guys are persistent. What kind of pay you get?
Mr. B, are you sad because you don't get to be Mike Richards?
Spider-Man, I did some research. All the people
Who
they're
knows
looking
Mike
for
Richards?
contact Sable's heavy-handed
The
tactics.
guy who was going to take over Jeopardy,
Right now.
who's also the producer of Jeopardy. Like, Alex Trebek died, and then they were doing a casting for, like, who was going to run Jeopardy after him. And then he decided that he would run Jeopardy after Alex Trebek,
God, that guy took a railing.
which pissed off, like, most of the, like, Jeopardy people, because they're the fans, because they're just like, what? What do you mean you just have the authority to say you are going to do it? And so then the studio, like, I don't exactly know what happened, but, like, the studio ended up stepping in, I guess, and that's why we currently have Ken Jennings and I can't remember what her name is. All I can remember is the person from not How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory. I can never remember her name because it's kind of hard for me to pronounce. Well, honestly, Mr. B, that's the thing, is the streams aren't really going to become less frequent. They're just going to be not on Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird stream schedule. Like, nothing is being lost except for Shiny Hunting.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really being lost either. It's being moved into the mobile slot earlier.
Yeah, so it's like we are literally having one less stream a week. It's more just we're going to have 3 less Younger Bro streams a week.
No,
Or,
we're
well,
still gonna have the
3 less streams with Younger Bro on them.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. B. I mean, the thing I think you were thinking was going to happen, where we just were going to stream, like, less a week, was Younger Bro's initial thoughts.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be on the channel. Like, I'm not being replaced or
Yeah.
anything.
I was wondering if, because while watching back
Oh,
that video,
was sick.
that was really good. While watching back that video, yeah, I did kind of leave it up in the air for a second of whether or not I was just firing you. Because it kind of had that gravitas of just like, no, something even, like, bigger is happening. I was like, with thinking back on it, I was like,
Yeah,
does this sound like I'm firing Younger Bro? This
I-
might sound a little bit like I'm firing Younger Bro.
I am not leaving the channel. My streams are not gonna be gone. It's just gonna be a weird stream schedule.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Who else do you
so
think
it'll
you
just
get?
be on the weekend / Friday or Monday. I'm just gonna say Monday until the
I
schedule
still have
changes.
to release people. Okay, I cannot do this.
But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday will just be all Younger Bros games. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be all my game. And there'll be some guests stepping in
Area's
temporarily
secure and the cells are all empty.
until a permanent cast member can be tracked down.
Officially? Thanks.
Honestly, I checked, like, before starting the stream, I actually checked to make sure you didn't post a comment on that video already.
Okay.
Because I was honestly expecting you to.
Let's do probably a Fisk outpost.
It'll be a quote
Yeah.
from Mike Richards. Yeah, that's about right.
Might have to swing between 2 Fisks outposts or something. So how many finishers? Did
I mean,
end
if
up doing?
it makes you feel any
Okay. I
more
did
like
pretty
Mike Richards, Mr.
decent.
B, you are on the short list.
Yeah, I'm point launching as much as possible, guys. We're not even at
I was gonna say
2,000
you
yet.
do have to do a lot of point launches.
Yeah, that's why I'm not fast traveling.
I'm surprised you're switching between locations and not just doing the same one over and over and over again.
I didn't want to do the Sable Outpost
That's fair.
again because you have to release the prisoners, and I just want to fight.
Okay, that makes sense.
But these guys take less hits because they're weaker. But I think weaker is fine. And I can still do all the finishers and such.
But yeah. No, the thing was, I did actually consider, because me and Younger Bro talked before, about a week or two before making that video.
Ooh.
We kind of went over some of the things and tried to figure out, like, who would be some good candidates. And, like, you and Croc obviously came up in that list, but one of the big things is that, like, I want to make sure that anybody that I work with is somebody that I have at least some experience, like, talking with. So it's like, and more just, and like actual, like, spoken and audible dialogue. Because, like, and it's also somebody I didn't want to impose on.
Did I mention this is a rent party? Chip in. No, for real, I need rent money.
Because it's like, I know you are a great commenter, you are a great executive producer.
I didn't even get...
I do not have any knowledge of your, like, audible, like, how you audibly sound and how you, like, how you'd respond in a video with me. Exactly. So, I was like, so while you are on that short list, it's one of those things where it's like, I would want to have experiences in videos with you before even getting to that point. So, that'll be a future thing.
Oh, get on the table. Dang it.
Also, like, you're a teacher, and, like, I'm sure that you do not want to be spending your time streaming after work.
Yeah.
Like, I could be wrong there.
We didn't know, like, how much you did after
I did
classes.
for 2 years. Oh, okay. See, I was unaware of that.
I might just go around.
It's like I knew you'd played games. I don't think I realized that you had done streams.
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers.
Gotcha. I mean, look, so many teachers had the webcams because that was how they had to do classes throughout the pandemic. It's like, you might as well. It's just like, I got all the equipment, might as well just do it. I was watching somebody talk about one of the consequences of the pandemic is going to be, so you know how there's things that appear in certain generations, like in the 90s, you could always go to like yard sales and find certain things that everyone was selling because it had been a fad and they were getting rid of it because they were no longer interested in the fad.
Kinda.
Yeah. So I was watching somebody talk about like webcams is going to be that for the next like 20 years. People are going to be selling webcams at yard sales because they got them for the pandemic and then and they're just like, and I don't need this anymore, sell it.
I think the Sable Outposts are probably the perfect place to do your web
I
finishers.
don't know WFH as an acronym. I probably heard of it. I just don't know. I don't know that acronym off the top of my head.
But anyway,
work from home. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, the other thing we're looking for Middle Bro, he pretty much has to be available every time we stream.
Yeah, well, and it's the thing of like right now it's a lot more strict than it probably could be. The big thing is that
Like if
you only have to be available right now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or
like,
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, depending on the schedule. But right again, I'm just gonna stick with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
occasional canceling, like that's fine.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's like right now the schedule is just that. It's just gonna be that because that's the only days it's needed. The obvious thing that Younger Bro asked this, I don't think I kept this in the video. I don't remember if we asked this on the video. I can't remember. But one of the things that we did talk about behind the scenes was like, so does this mean that he has the person who's gonna be on those streams has to have their own Let's Plays and their own streams separately? And I'm like, that's not a now thing. That's a future thing.
That wasn't on the video.
Yeah, I thought that wasn't, but I couldn't remember if we actually said it during the video, but didn't keep it. But yeah, it's like that's a thing we're not worried about right now.
We have to get definite middle bro.
We need to find a person, and that person is able to like that we need somebody who's able to fit the current schedule we have, and is interested in doing more than that before we consider that. Yeah, that is absolutely the goal. I've got a couple people that I'm that I've like got in line, and we're gonna see how they work out. And then if I have to move on to other people, I'll move on to other people.
Ooh, fucking hell! That explosion. The radius hit me.
Yeah, and this does also mean we have to quickly figure out how the hell to get all the Discord audio to work.
We should probably use the thing that generates like awesome focus.
Yeah. But yeah, we gotta figure out how to get like Discord audio to be recordable and on a separate track and stuff like that for all of our games, because that's gonna be very important now.
The only way to do that is to do the desktop audio. You can't really do it through anything else.
Well, there's ways, and I've just got to figure out the best way to do it.
Yeah, have two computers, which we do have.
Yeah, that's what exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like we can do desktop audio. We can do a second computer that runs Discord, and then we port that into the video.
That's how the big YouTubers do it. They use two computers. So my suggestion would be to use the two computers. We have one running Discord and the other running a game if it's emulated.
Yeah. The big problem with that is that means that we have to... we already have internet problems, and having two computers both using the internet at the same time is not going to cause that to be any better.
Ain't much choice.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So...
How else did you think that would end?
thought you weren't going to do this, April Crimes.
I said, fuck yeah, I'm going to do every outpost that I come across.
Captain,
Gotcha.
all the people in the cells are out.
And,
Got
like,
their property back.
because of how many hits Sable enemies can take, they are better for generating the focus faster and me doing more and more.
Yeah.
Ultimate attacks.
I do appreciate that, Mr. B, and I will keep you on the short list. Part of me wants to not do that, not for any reasons of it being Mr. B, but because I was one of the people who did not like Mike Richards trying to be like, I'll just put my own name in this. It's just like, I love the joke, but I'm just like, But no, in all seriousness, like, yeah.
We don't have a definite middle bro right now.
Yeah, we don't have anyone definite. It's definitely you're definitely somebody that's on that list of like potential. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, as much as I have directly worked with Croc the one time that we did a video together, he doesn't seem that bad. Like the big thing is just I want it to be somebody who I know can. Especially since the person who's gonna be the middle bro right now is. They are just going to be on my streams right now. It definitely has to be somebody that I can work off of.
With Croc, he is kind of quiet if you're not talking to him.
Yeah.
And he's only available. He should be available all the days that you require.
Ah, gotcha, Mr. B. Yeah. I mean, we definitely do need help with that a lot. We very much appreciate every time we're just like, hey, does the audio sound good? Because we literally can't tell. So, like, that is actually very appreciated. But yeah, honestly, knowing that you have streaming experience is also very good. Because just like, oh, good, I don't have to go over things.
Well, you still might want to go over.
I mean, yes, but you know what I mean. It's like there's that level 0 knowledge that you're just like, okay, how much do I have to explain about how Twitch works to this random employee? It's like it's one of those things. Like when you're training someone, you almost never want to assume they have any knowledge. Because it's just like, it's better if I just start you off and assume you're a complete idiot. Because it's just like, that way I know everything's covered. But when you know somebody has like, oh yeah, I did streaming for X number of years, it's like, okay, good. I don't have to explain how Twitch works. Ooh. Yeah, that is one of the good things. Is OBS got a lot of stuff out of the pandemic. Like they got a lot more visibility.
Spider-Man, I'm getting reports of shots fired.
I can confirm that. They're not hitting anyone though.
Try to keep it that way.
Honestly, Mr. B, I'd be interested in finding out if your students actually were actually more engaged because your streams look like Twitch layouts than if they weren't.
Is it sad that a bunch of criminals have more loyal friends than me?
They were not. Hey, Mr. B, or not Mr. B, Carpet. I'm sorry, I'm
Hey,
tired.
Carpet. Yeah, you're talking to Mr. B too much.
Yeah, I am.
Everybody is Mr. B to older bro today.
Yes, they are.
Hey, Mr. B, how you doing, Mr. B? I'm okay, Mr. B. What about you, Mr. B? Ah, fuck off, Mr. B.
Wait, like all the work was 100% optional at your school? Wow.
Fucking what? Did I just flip over his baton and then kick him in the face?
Okay, gotcha. I'm assuming that the next school year, it was not optional. Or did you guys not have full, yeah. I was gonna guess that you guys probably still had, like, similar levels of lockdown for that next year. But, yeah, it was not, no, it was no longer not, required. But yeah. But no, I'm just wondering on a... I guess my thought is more of a layout thing. Like, because I know there's been some studies into, like, how useful... in, like, how useful learning during the pandemic was, and with that kind of learning environment where the teacher's not... Like, you're at home and the teacher's... You're basically just watching a live stream. But I do wonder, just on a layout level, of like, are teachers that have stream-like layouts more engaging than a teacher with just a very generic layout? Like,
so according to this, I need to do this at least another 4 times.
Yeah. Because that's one of the things that interests me is like the data of like not just the best ways to teach, but also the ways to best optimize the current types of teaching.
All units, witness reported an active narcotics sale. Need immediate response.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who's going to be more comfortable in making a video is obviously going to have a head start. Yeah, so I'm sure for you it was much less like stark of a transition, where it's just like, okay, I guess I'm just doing all of these videos but live now. But I imagine a lot of the teachers that were more like, I want to say conservative, but like more used to just standard classroom teaching and not pre-recording stuff, they probably were screwed. Oh, you didn't have to do live classes at all. You just had to provide the lessons.
Get him! The boss wants Spider-Man's head!
Sorry, I just read Carpet's message of Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, I think
What
it's
the
supposed
hell?
to be Slaughterhouse.
No. It is Slaughterhouse. It's a parody. It's a sloth killing
Oh.
sorority girls.
Oh.
It is Slaughterhouse.
Uh-oh. More of them.
You asked for this.
Spider-Man, turns out we busted 4 illegal firearms dealers within a 3-block radius of that site.
Gun running.
I'm going to refrain from asking a question I really want to ask, Mr. B. But I mean, it sounds like you two had a very good relationship going on.
Dang. Looks like they
Just
called
like,
us buddies.
yes, I can absolutely provide these lessons for food.
Who'd you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Oh, hey, more guys. Welcome to the party. House rules. Leave your shoes at the door. Unless you're not wearing socks, in which case, buy some socks already.
now, Mr. B, did she go to your house or you go to her house? Or was it literally just she made food and then brought it to you?
You kidding me?
Ah, anyone want to surrender? No?
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if she's at that point where she's just like, screw it, this is going to be the end of my career. Like, yeah. Yeah, that is very wholesome, Mr. B. Just, I'm glad to hear teachers helping each other out.
If I was you,
If I was you, I'd run.
If hold on, just to be clear, was that the enemy saying that?
That was the enemy.
The place is locked down.
If I was you, I'd run, and then less than 5 seconds
Immediately
later,
get
immediately
suplexed.
slammed to the
Shots
ground.
fired, so I've got officers inbound. Good work.
It's really weird having Yuri respond to these messages.
I know.
It's like, you're not, you quit. I mean, what?
It's like it's going back in time.
Yeah, it really is. It's just like, it's just so jarring.
They really just get an Xbox ad for the Xbox Series X. Like, I was
that
just
sounds like
playing on
something
it.
they would not allow.
attention units, we've got a 10-10 possible narcotics sale.
Tintin?
Officers needed in Little Italy.
Oh, do you remember the one movie called Good Burger?
No.
Well, it's getting a sequel.
Yeah, no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was some comedy movie. I didn't think it got popular enough to get a sequel, but apparently it got a sequel.
Trust me. Things don't have to be popular to get sequels.
Did my... I think my, my focus generator scared that dude.
Carpet says good burgers amazing.
Like, I never said it was bad. I was just, like, very surprised. But, like, I think I saw Good Burger a long time ago. I remember nothing.
Yeah, it sounds not at all familiar to me. Just no idea.
Very... It's, like, early 2000s movie. But anyway, it's a comedy. I'm not sure how many comedy movies you've seen.
I mean, I've seen a few, not a lot, but like,
I hope you new guys can up
I don't even think I know the name. Like, it's that unfamiliar to me. So like, it probably was not during the time I watched any of those.
For Chinatown shops.
what they're importing is not something I want as a memento.
Yeah, guys, I actually don't watch a
Looks
lot
like
of
they bring in their
comedies.
buddies in
Like,
shipping containers. Explains how
I
foreign
guess I
assets and
watch
criminal records are getting into the
animated comedies more than I do, like, live-action comedies.
You guys look mad. I admit, I used all my good quips on the others, but I don't mind repeating myself.
Okay, that sounds familiar, but I think I know that bit from somebody parodying that.
Yeah,
It's like when
Nostalgia
bands
Critic, we
bring
did a
in
review
full
on it.
encore and you
No.
just kinda wanna go home.
'Cause I don't think I saw if Nostalgia Critic, if I'd seen the Nostalgia Critic video, I think I'd still recognize it.
He punched that scaffolding. That's hilarious.
But like that bit, I vaguely remember something like that bit.
Step right up,
Welcome to
fellas.
Hack
We got
X, home of the
questions for all
X.
of ya.
How may I, take your order? Like I can't think of the one I'm familiar with.
I'm hopeful we're going to be done with this, with at least one of these benchmarks soon. But yeah, guys, this is how long some of these benchmarks take.
Mm-hmm.
MJ, call the police.
Dang it! Now I've got to get my
All the
phone and
demons are
figure out what the heck I'm
incapacitated.
thinking of.
Don't forget to bring me a souvenir. That's all the places I could link to Martin Lee.
I like how it replays even... Okay.
We just made life a lot harder for the demons.
And easier for the DA to build a case against him. Thanks, MJ. I owe you dinner.
Yeah, I imagine it is. So I think I've just seen somebody parodying it.
Okay. Yo! Knocked him the fuck out. Just did a front flip in front of that guy.
What was that? You're just not very observant.
Where'd that guy go? Oh. There you are. Have fun. Whoa! Okay, enough playing.
Oh, sorry. Did I startle you?
I'm not even trying to stealth them.
Tommy, get up! Come on, get up!
Oh. Sniper noticed me. God, I'm freaking destroying them.
Okay, sure. I don't need sleep.
Fuck.
Are we doing anything for Halloween? Nothing special in terms of streams. We have our normal video.
I mean, the Halloween special could be a stream or
Yeah,
video,
but this year it is a let's
it's
play.
a let's
Like
play, yeah,
we don't generally hide what type of video it is. We just hide what series it is. But like, so we're not gonna say what we're playing, but like, it will be a video tomorrow.
We'll always have a Halloween
Spoken to
special.
people on the block who say
But yeah, in terms of like us personally,
No, not really.
no, not really.
they'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street.
I guess my special thing is I get a week off of work before I start my new job. So I'm just enjoying it. But I guess you could say I am going out tomorrow, but I'm going out tomorrow to record a mobile series. That's about it. And no, it's not the Halloween special. The Halloween special is not a mobile series.
Yeah, I don't think I don't even think the Halloween specials. I don't think pretty much any of our specials are ever going to be mobile series. Not that it's impossible to do that. We just don't.
Yeah, for mobile, it's harder to do a special for. Like, I can do a sub-special for mobile, but
Yeah.
I can't really do...
Afraid there'll be a no-show.
I don't even think I can do adjacents for mobile.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing with mobile is just, well, so there's a couple main problems. Mobile games have less themed variants in the same way that like larger scale games do. In this, we don't really have that many Christmas themed mobile games and Halloween themed mobile games.
I mean, we could, but they're all shit.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, the pool to pull from is much smaller. The other thing is that we've really just never done specials in anything other than Let's Plays and streams. It's always just been a like, here's the game we're doing for this holiday. We technically this year we're technically doing an anime as a Halloween special, but that was accidental. We did not plan that. It's just that we scheduled it out 7, 8, 10 months ago and had no idea that it would come out like within these next few weeks. Well, not these next few weeks, but in the past few weeks. So like we had no idea it was going to come out around Halloween.
Good luck with that, Carpet.
I'll send some buses to take those guys back to their cells. And please don't call me Milady ever again.
Now, just making sure, Carpet, what kind of clown costume?
There was an interesting costume I seen going around, looking at videos online. Apparently somebody made a bush costume, and they were sitting in an empty pot. It made them look like a bush. And when people were walking by to go to this convention, he would scare them.
Yeah.
Hey, that's like he made a very convincing bush. Like even I couldn't tell on camera that he wasn't a bush.
Backup requested near Trinity. Over.
Well,
Yeah, the thing with our house is we vaguely live in the country. Like it's not exactly in the country, but like we do not live anywhere where trick-or-treaters will ever show up. So we can't really do anything at our house for like...
I mean, we can. Like, we do have a couple neighborhoods around here.
Yeah, but nobody comes anywhere near our house. So it's not a thing we don't really have to worry about trick-or-treaters to do anything for that.
We're kind of hidden. So even if there are trick-or-treaters on our street,
Yeah.
they may not find us.
Yeah, so that's not really a thing that we really can do anything for, and we don't really have anywhere to go. Like,
Well,
we don't really have any, like, we don't have the setup to really do corn mazes or anything like that. And it's like, so I don't
actually,
really have.
we could do a maze.
Yeah, but it's just like-
but we'd have to recut it every year, though.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's not. There's nothing we've really ever been inspired to do during Halloween that has ever necessitated us to do some kind of extra video.
Yeah, if we ever did anything for Halloween, it'd probably be some convention or something.
Most likely, if we do anything for Halloween, it's going to be we open the Pokemon Halloween-themed cards. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, sure, but I'd rather do that anytime.
Okay, I was just making sure that it is just a generic clown, and it's not. You're not doing like it or
Yeah, Pennywise.
Pennywise. Like anything.
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, anything from like I'm thinking like because I'm currently watching Hell of a Boss, but it like so
You're
any of
watching the new episode.
yeah, so like the demon clown from like that or anything like that, but just generic clown.
I checked records and that's
But
getting deliveries
yeah, I am wanting to watch Hell of a Boss, but I
Not for long.
have to have the time to do so.
Yeah, it's really good.
Let me know when Has-Been Hotel comes out, and I'll watch it
Great,
with you.
more of 'em.
Yeah.
Guys, this
Well,
gets in
Oh
here.
yeah, when Has-Been Hotel comes out.
Yeah, me and you are going to be binge watching on the weekend.
Has-Been Hotel is going to be the next show where I have to justify whether or not I count this as an anime.
And whether or not we stop everything to watch it.
No, for anime, I wouldn't stop everything to watch it, but like, it
I
would
mean,
definitely be
anime is
added to the
just
list almost
Japanese
immediately.
cartoon.
Yeah. Well, technically, A23 is an American company, and I don't give a shit about that.
All showing up in clown cars.
I've said many times, I don't give a shit about if it's American made or Japanese made or French made. Gotcha, carpet. That is very laudable.
I think
I greatly appreciate people who just make their own costumes, just like, and I'm not bucking to trends.
yeah, I think the only other
I am not capable of cosplaying like that.
I think the only other show I was really excited for was Fiona and Cake, but I haven't had the time to watch it. I'm
Yeah.
binge watching Monster Quest right now because of course I am.
But yeah, but no, as I've said many times, it's like my big thing is I define anime as an art form. So it doesn't matter who makes that art
We got a
form.
bunch of incapacitated
It matters
criminals
if
inside
you're
our
making
cars
that art
all
form.
wrapped up and waiting for you.
This is where I actually come into conflict with my own definitions. Because, like, for example, I've had to sit back and have thoughts about, do I think Hamtaro is an anime?
I'd say so, yeah.
But here's the problem. It's made by a Japanese studio, but the hamsters are the main characters. They're the plot of the show.
Yeah, but
They're not really anime designed. Like, they're just hamsters. Like, I guess Laura and her family are.
But if you think
So-
about it, the Japanese show did continue, and I'd say they look more anime-like in the newer.
Well, on the newer ones, they
Show.
basically starved them to death. Like,
New York's noise
Yeah, because of how thin they got.
zero in on
but
So-
that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. It's like, if I'm defining it as an art style, it's like there has to be a definition of like what makes it an anime. Because yeah, like I've said many times, I do consider Ruby to be an anime. It was designed from the ground up to be an anime.
Yeah, Ruby is an English anime.
Yes. And it pisses a lot of people off to do that. And there's been many sites that have said, we don't count this as an anime. And then it very much fucked them over when,
They got on Crunchyroll.
when Ruby had a new movie made by a Japanese studio where the Japanese dub of Ruby, their voice actors were the official actors for that. So they actually had to remove because several sites had a blacklist where if you typed Ruby, it would take you to a "We're disappointed in you" page. And they actually had to remove that from that blacklist because there was an official manga and official anime made for that. So it's like, okay, now you're just splitting hairs. Like, oh, this computer animated show by a Western studio, that's not an anime. But the spin-off made by Japanese studios made in the same art style, now it's an anime. Fuck you.
Yeah, there are 3D animated anime.
Yeah.
Like, I know of a
And
couple.
nobody will say those aren't anime.
Yeah.
What people say is, well, it's not made by Japan or Korea, so it's not anime. It's just like, fuck you.
No.
Just fuck off.
Yeah, that's not what makes it an anime. I'd say if it has manga, if it has a specific art form, that is what would define it to be anime.
Yeah, but that's the problem, is that the way manga is defined probably isn't consistent either. So like that's why I sit
gotta
back.
finish him.
Yeah, that's why I had to sit I've had to sit back and think, like, do I count Hamtaro as an anime? Because the only part, like, do I think that the Hamtaro designs really are anime, or is it just the humans? And there's probably other shows that are like that, where it's like, if I'm gonna define it as an art form independent of location, what else counts as anime? And to be fair, I do want to sit back and say, I do not count Avatar as an anime. Sorry, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Whenever I talk about Avatar, it's probably The Last Airbender, unless I specifically mention Blue People. But yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender, not an anime. It is, however, a show every anime fan will enjoy watching.
Yeah, it
'Cause
acts like an anime.
It took some inspirations from anime, but it was designed to be a Saturday morning Western cartoon.
Yeah.
So like it was it was specifically taking anime inspirations and saying, we're gonna put those in a cartoon. So that's why, and that's why my definition is the art form specifically. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender is not artistically an anime. It's not trying to be an anime. It's just taking stuff from anime and making itself better, which is good. You should do that. Like, but yeah, like, so that's caused a lot of, like, that causes a lot of things in my mind to be like, okay, does this actually count as an anime? Because it's, I mean, like, for example, is Teen Titans an anime? It was specifically trying to be anime designed.
I'd say
But-
Teen Titans is more like Avatar.
Yeah, but that's the question.
It
Is
took
it more
ins-
like Avatar, or is it more like Ruby?
And I say it took inspiration from
Yeah.
Avatar and anime.
Yeah. Then
well,
you go
actually, Teen
yeah.
Titans came out before Avatar.
Yeah, that's not the point. But, like, we're just putting them into categories. It doesn't matter who came first. But
Okay, so untouchable. I have to dodge 5,000 times.
Yeah. Now, by the way, since Spider-Man is coming back after being away for a bit, what is it we're doing with our time? We doing an hour and a half, 2 hours? What are we
2
doing?
hours.
Okay.
Right now it's 2 hours, and it should stay 2 hours.
Okay.
Like, even though on my days off, I do not have to get up super early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not going to make the streams
I
longer.
might
We
come-
want to stay consistent.
I could come home late Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
All units, we've got an armed robbery.
Sorry, late Friday night.
Active in
Yeah.
touchdown. Over.
But yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah. I just want to
Point
make
being,
sure
I
that was
should-
clear for this stream,
I
because
should...
we've been out of it for a bit.
Yeah, we should more consistently have 2 hour streams.
But yeah, so getting back to the
So
the
I'm
previous
just
thing
going
now.
to dodge for a few hours, I guess.
Yep. But yeah, so anyways, but you get to questions like that, and then it's like, okay,
Ah, shit.
so we have Avatar, and we're putting Teen Titans on the Avatar side. Where do you put something like what's the show's name? Shoot, I had it in my mind and I can't think of it now. Totally Spies. the French-made show.
We don't stand a chance.
Like,
No,
I would
that's
see.
not
I
an
would say
anime.
that. I would say that actually is much more artistically anime than Teen Titans.
Maybe Fist of the North Star levels of anime, but
Yeah,
I
but that's
still
but that's the
think-
point. You get to these
I'd
questions of
say
like,
it's more like Kim Possible.
yeah. See, and that's the thing. It's like I can see the connections to Kim Possible, but I'm also just like, but is it more like an anime than Kim Possible? And it's like, well, probably. Is it on the Ruby side of things? Maybe.
Yeah, guys,
It's
I have
kinda-
to specifically perfect dodge. So I have to wait for the last
So
second.
let me be clear though, and because I understand what people are gonna say to my standards. My standards are very subjective, and it's like, yes, you're right. I understand why people want to classify anime as Japanese because it's easy. It's easy to say, well, Aniplex made this show. Namco Bandai made this show. Katakawa made this show, etc. All these Japanese studios with, like, you can create a list of every studio based in Japan. And then say, well, they made it, so it's an anime. And it's super simple. What I'm advocating for is not simple. It requires you to go into in-depth analysis on the on what makes an anime and look at, does the show fit those criteria? And there's going to be gray areas where you sit back and say, well, this show is stylistically an anime. Like, you have something like Totally Spies where it's stylistically an anime, but this type of show it is fits more like a Kim Possible. So it's like, is this an anime? Is this a Western cartoon? Is this a gray area? It's probably a gray area. I don't know Martin Mystery well enough to judge that. Let me look that up.
I don't know what my mystery is.
Let me look. But yeah, then you get to stuff like Hi Hi Puffy Yami Yumi. Like, that's... I think that one's Japanese made, isn't it?
Yes, I would make...
So, like-
that is close to anime.
Yeah, so that's the point. Now, but once you say... Once you say, if it's not made in Japan, it can still be anime, you also have to say, because it was made in Japan, that doesn't make it anime.
Yeah, what about
So-
Ni Hao Kai Lan?
Yeah, so you get the reverse questions here. Because, like, I think that we can agree that anything with the generic anime guys and girls, that's an anime. Because it's like, this is our template. They look like this, it is anime.
Yeah, you have to dodge at the literal last second.
So let me see. Martin Mystery.
Boss is sick and tired of you. So am I.
Spider-Man. Teach him some respect.
I might be able to get this benchmark in one try. Guys, the only time I'm killing people is if they throw a grenade at me. Sorry, I'm not killing people because I'm Spider-Man. Knocking people out.
I don't know, Carpet. There's a pretty dark-skinned character in this show. Japanese anime doesn't really have that. That's really not a joke. If you look at anime characters are almost universally white. Like
there are rare
yes,
African Americans.
there are, and one of the ones was shoot,
I
the
think
one
Ruby did have an
Ruby's. I think Ruby did it.
African-American.
The one that Stan Lee did. Stan Lee went, like, because when Stan Lee went off and did a show with a Japanese studio, he actually mandated an African American character be in that show.
That was not the Avengers anime, right?
No. That was like its own unique property. I think that was Hero Man. I'm not certain on that one, but there is a show made by Stan Lee, and he did have an African American character be in it. And it is one of the few times where that happens in anime, because yeah, it is so rare. Japan is extremely non-diverse. Like, pretty much everyone there is ethnically Japanese.
Yeah, there's not many people there.
Turns out we've busted
Well, there's a lot of people there. There's a huge number of people there. But Japan doesn't really do immigration. You can move to Japan, but the number of people they accept each year is tiny. So, yeah, it is extremely uncommon to see anyone in Japan who is not Japanese.
Okay, for whatever reason,
I don't know much about it, but the art style looks interesting, and I can definitely see from the faces, like the Totally Spies kind of thing.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I can't dodge the guys with batons.
Okay, one of those characters in that is from Totally Spies. It looks like they did a crossover.
Is Sailor Moon anime?
Yes, Sailor Moon was made by a Japanese studio.
Okay,
well,
I'm
sorry, just to be clear, are you asking, is it classified as anime, like, by me or by, like, is it
Overall,
actually an anime?
is it
It
actually
is an actual
okay.
anime made by a Japanese studio.
I figured it kind of. I'd say Sailor Moon is the closest anime to what Hamtaro looks like.
I can't reach him.
Like, it kind of has a similar
I can
art style.
I can see that to an extent.
I'll teach you some respect.
I hit that pillar. God dang it.
Crack him. Gonna crush your skull.
I want you guys to know I'm still on wave 2. How many benchmarks were we up to? I was at 1,000 something. I'm so... This sucks.
Wait, sorry, I just read this. Carpet, you used to be a scare actor.
It is counting, right? It is. Okay.
Like, you talking about the like what do you mean by that? Like in movies, you talking about like, or are you talking about like in like I'm assuming you're meaning like in those
Haunted
buildings
houses.
where like people, yeah, like the scare houses where you go in and like people walk around and you jump out of it.
Come on, hit him.
That's what I'm presuming. Yeah, worked in haunted house. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't realize that they had like that those mandated unique costumes.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, when he described it being like, "Oh yeah, people take photos of those and we don't want to have to deal with copyrights." Like, yeah, that makes sense. I just didn't that's not something I ever thought of.
The end for you.
Everything is copyrighted nowadays.
Yep.
Heads up. He's everywhere.
Including stuff that really should not be.
You're done.
Anyways, what was some of the other shows that we mentioned that we were looking up? Specifically the ones on the Japanese side that might not be anime.
Hamtaro.
Well, no, I know what Hamtaro looks like, but there was a show you mentioned.
Nihao Kailan.
Yeah, I don't know what that one looks like.
Like the girl, I can say she looks like anime, but all the other characters, they do look like they're from like a Western cartoon.
Yeah, just looking at Nihao Kailan, yeah. Oh, this is from Apple TV. Like, how old is this?
Very old.
I was gonna say.
I'm talking like 2008. Like 2008, 2007.
No, Nihao Kailan is made by an American studio.
Really?
Yeah, it's made by Nickelodeon.
Gonna teach you respect.
You sure it's not a Chinese part of Nickelodeon? Because this is Chinese. This is a Chinese show. It's not Japan.
He can't take us all.
I'm assuming this person. I'm presuming the person who made it was. Yeah, she was a Chinese American, like she's biracial, but yeah, it looks like it was made by. It was on Nick.
It was just
it was on
straight
Nick Jr.
Nickelodeon? Didn't know that. I could have swore it was made by a different company.
Country of origin, United States. It aired in English and Mandarin Chinese, so it did go to Japan or to China.
Like, I knew it was on Nick Jr., but I didn't know that Nickelodeon specifically.
Nickelodeon Animation Studios.
Okay.
So yeah.
Keep him on the ground.
Yeah, it is the studio that specifically makes SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Avatar, like
Open wide.
Not gonna lie, guys. Just dodging sucks. I don't even care. I got hit.
yeah, I'm trying to think of any other shows I can think of that off the top of my head that like I could split second try to just look at them and judge if they should be anime or not. Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. B, are you gonna go into class in a costume?
I've seen teachers do that.
Yeah, I mean you can. When I was an adjunct professor, I would always I didn't dress up, but I did have a Halloween playlist, so I would play like spooky Halloween music during our lectures, or not our lectures, but our labs. I did not do lectures.
He's getting weaker.
Oh, that sounds real good, Mr. B.
Oh, hey, more guys. Welcome to the party.
Wait, we're on wave 5?
Shoes at the door.
Yeah.
Unless you're not wearing socks, in which case, buy some socks already.
I love Seto Kaiba. He is so great a character. Like, I love the lore of Yu-Gi-Oh! Generally. It is just so excellent.
Not fair. Spread out. The harder you and you go down.
I guess speaking of a show that whether or not it's anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably yes.
Yes.
Just
You-
not even
That's
a
not
question.
even a question. Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Pokemon.
Well, okay. So yeah, so if that's the standard we're putting, that so now we're expanding the question. Because I think we have our it is about stereotypical anime characters. It is an anime. Like, we clearly have those. But now we're making it, if it contains anime design characters, it's an anime, even if those are not the main characters. Because,
We'll take you alive or dead.
like, Pokemon and Digimon, arguably the Pokemon and Digimon, the creatures, are the actual stars of the show more than the people. So, like, and that's arguable.
You don't mess with the kingpin and live.
Because it's like, I don't know if I'd necessarily count Pikachu as an anime character. But Ash is.
Enough. Can't hit him in the air.
So it's like, because here's the interesting question. It would be like, here's where this kind of definition becomes problematic. We acknowledge that Miku's an anime girl, right?
Yes.
Now have Miku appear in Avatar. Is it an anime?
Probably not, no, because
Yeah,
the show
so-
overall isn't.
Yeah, so that's the question is, where's our line of like, how often do you have to have anime characters appear in a show and then it start being an anime?
You asked for this. Come on. That's not fair.
I had a Blue Eyes deck in my dual disc at my desk. Bring it on, bitch. Oh, it's so good.
Dang it, game, thank you. Thank you for doing the wrong thing.
No?
Honestly, Mr. B, that would have been excellent. Like you're sitting there just like you're sitting there with your metal briefcase with a dual disc in it, with the Blue Eyes deck being like,
Permanent.
if class gets done early, you're just like, any student that wants to duel me is welcome to.
Smoke.
Just like, I take all challengers.
You got insurance.
I wonder how much dodges I'm gonna have by the end of this.
Oh, you just wore the dual disc directly and didn't bother with the briefcase. Okay, fair enough. See, I didn't expect you'd wear the briefcase the whole day because that just sounds painful. What was the question?
Huh?
You said something. I didn't hear what you said.
It wasn't a question.
Oh. Then never mind. I don't care.
Knock him out.
You got this coming.
Gonna crush your
Anyway, I was talking to myself. That's what I was doing.
boss is sick and tired of you. So am I. No. You're done for. You want some? Can't hit him in the air.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
this,
mean, that dedication is definitely respectable.
this is counting as a combo, so I'm wondering if that's making enemies just drop.
Could be.
I don't think so. They're not. It's not doing damage, but it does count as a combo.
Okay, I'm going to pull up all our anime lists and look at those.
We'll take you alive or dead. This doesn't care.
Right, that is, that computer is off right now. Because, there is one that off the top of my head I can think of. Within this definition, is Nichijou an anime? Because here's the thing. The characters in Nichijou are not stereotypical anime girls. They arguably fit more into, like, the Western designs of, like, animated characters.
I'd say Nichijou is an anime.
So it's like... You bought a lab coat for the Kaiba jacket. Fair enough.
You're done for.
But, like, this is the kind of thing where you actually have to set standards, because it's just like... Yeah, what counts as an anime girl? Is... Yeah. Yeah, is Nichijou... Does Nichijou have anime girls?
Yeah.
It is... Yeah, well, hold on. That's just... No. It's a whole... I'm doing a whole bit here. So, does Nichijou have anime girls? Are Hi Puffy Yumi anime girls? Are... Yes, I know that technically they're actual people, but I mean the animated versions of them. Hush. Is Jenny an anime girl? Just, where are your lines in the sand for what counts as anime girl? But yeah, let me pull up the list of our anime, because I can't remember them all off the top of my head. We haven't even done that many.
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, webbed down.
Okay, ReZero, yeah.
Finally
Toradora,
reported shots
yeah.
fired, so I've got officers inbound.
Magical
Good work.
Senpai, yeah, sure. Sword Online, yep. Kobayashi, yep. JoJo. JoJo and Fist of the North Star are interesting
They're really old.
because they're really old. So there's a level where it's like, okay, the graphics aren't going to be as good.
I only did about 250 dodges in that one.
Mm-hmm. You might have to do that one very last.
Okay, perform. So this one is just punching my way through. Throw enemies off building. That's easy. So do stealth. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, Satan Academy, yeah, that's Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho's designs are a little bit less than standard anime. Mob Psycho's honestly kind of designed to look more like, almost more is more pushing towards the like, comic book side of animation. Like those feel like those are approaching like a Teen Titans style.
Mob Psycho. The other anime you can compare it to is One Punch Man because it's made by the same.
Yeah,
company.
and One Punch Man is like is a
an
similar
anime.
thing, but like yeah, those are like edge cases on like the design side.
They're like a Shonen Jump anime.
Misa from Death Note. Misa is the main girl, right? I think she's the main girl. Yeah, she's your anime waifu. That's fair.
You have two.
Now to be clear, Carpet, is it the is it the actual design, or is it the I will do absolutely everything for you to like reach your goals aspect.
Okay, let's get probably all 3 of these. Sorry, not 3 of these. Both of these. So just,
Both. Okay, fair enough.
So just punch. Okay.
I know. I should have called first.
Yeah, Konosuba. Yeah, that. Yep. Weird win over Nichijou. Bofuri. Yeah, Bofuri. Bofuri's. Yeah. Kaguya-sama. Yep. Light Course Recoil. Absolutely. We never learn. Yeah. Score on this one. Oh, Satan Academy. Satan Academy. Satan Academy is kind of
Oh no.
depends on the times in the anime, but like yeah, it's pretty. Those are pretty standard anime characters. Like all the female animals are waifus. They have to be anime girls. Which also means Kimono Friends is anime.
That's an anime game.
No, Kimono Friends has a show.
Oh,
And that show
right. It is a
predates.
different Kimono Friends.
No, that Kimono Friends also has a game. Like that's it. There is. It's confusing.
Kimono Friends Kingdom is different than Kimono
Yes.
Friends.
Yes, that's the stupid thing. Is Kimono Friends the anime has a game that is
Motherfucker.
not Kimono
Oh, it
Friends
didn't.
Kingdom.
It didn't. Why did it not fuck up my combo?
That was from 9 years ago, Mr. B. That sounds like something you do today. Like,
Oh, hey, reinforcement guys. I
Damn
just
it,
got
that
your
okay,
boss.
that got my combo, but that's okay.
I swear.
If I can get another 35 combo, it's fine.
well, unfortunately, the computer that has the Discord on it is currently turned off, so I'll have to look after the stream. Haruhi. Oh, yeah. Now, an interesting question is going to be Haruhi. Haruhi, the normal show. Absolutely.
There is no good news.
What about the chibi?
It's still an anime.
Yeah, but that's the question.
Even
so
though
are
it's a different art
Yeah.
form, chibi is mainly
Spider-Man,
for
that
like
Sable unit's
a
gone
lot of
rogue
anime.
before. Sable International's got their hands too full to do anything about it, but they don't care if we do.
Mr. B, are you the main character of your high school?
Anyway, it's Haruhi based. It's still
Well,
an
yeah,
anime.
but that's the question. Because it's not true in general. Like, it wouldn't be true to say, for example, it wouldn't be true to say if you took a show and then made a show inspired by it in a completely different art form, that would still remain an anime because it would fall to the new art form. So I think that we don't necessarily have to say they're not anime, but we do have to put Ruby Chibi and Haruhi Chan Suzumi on a side discussion, because it's like those are an interesting case of
I'd say if
they
it's
become a different art
viewable on Crunchyroll, it's an anime.
See, now that's an interesting point because Crunchyroll is an American company.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
and
where you
also-
watch a lot of
Yeah,
anime.
but that's the point. This is why I love anime nerds trying to justify things, because Crunchyroll made So I'm a Spider, So What?
Getting stalkerish.
Still an anime.
It's an anime, but it was made by an American studio.
So
So why the fuck is Ruby not an anime?
Isn't it an anime now?
Well, there is an anime that was made by a Japanese studio with the same cast as the Japanese dub of Ruby.
What the fuck did that guy in the air do to me? He, like, pushed me away.
So my point. Like, how can you justify So I'm a Spider, So What being an anime and Ruby not being? Like, what person can justify that?
Yeah, I still classify Ruby as an anime, regardless. Like, just because it's made by an English company doesn't make it an anime. Sorry, doesn't mean it's not anime.
Yeah. Mr. B saying, I'm not the main character, but I have students from other classes that aren't even mine come in and be like, I love you, and then walk out. I don't know, Mr. B. That sounds like you're the main character. Like, you must be a very good teacher, Mr. B.
I just did a field goal with a box.
Maybe it's the hairstyle. Wait, you talking about Mr. B being the main character? Or are you talking about the
art form.
the anime art style conversation?
I wouldn't say that either.
I mean, that's the thing. If you have somebody with Kaiba's hair, that's probably an anime.
All the people in the cells are out.
But
and they've got their property back.
Good. And Sable International swears they're going to prosecute that squad.
I mean, again, look at
I'll believe it when
Haruhi.
I see
She
it.
changed her hairstyle.
yeah,
Well, at the beginning of the series, she changed her
it was
hairstyle
about
every
the anime,
episode.
but if the shoe fit. But yeah, but like that's the thing. It's like it's because here's the weird thing. This is maybe a better way to just look at it is this way, to talk about the chibi. If we look at Star Wars is not an anime. That's not arguable. However, Disney collaborated with several Japanese anime studios.
Yeah, I know.
and
They made a Star
shorts
Wars
that
anime.
are in the Star Wars canon. And those very much were anime. So, you can make a spin-off product. That doesn't necessarily mean it is an anime or isn't an anime just because the thing it spawns from is or is not.
I'd say go off of what the original thing was. If it wasn't an anime, then
See, I don't think we can justify that because that makes the argument that those projects made by the anime studios cannot be anime because Star Wars isn't. And I'm like, that doesn't fit within my like I can't justify that.
okay. Would we watch
it's like-
it for Saturday, Sunday Hit?
Yeah,
anime?
and that right there is the question. But what we watch for the Saturday Sunday Hit anime show is a bit blurry. So, and that's the question. So
I'd
if
say
you're
probably
asking
not
me,
with that
would
one.
we watch Haruhi-chan, Suzumiya, and Ruby Chibi for the Saturday Sunday Hit anime show?
Probably,
Yes, we probably would.
but for Star
So,
Wars, probably
would
not.
we watch Teen Titans? No. Would we watch She-Ra and the Princess of Power? No.
No.
But that's the point. It's like you've got to draw lines somewhere in the sand, and my lines refuse to be it's made in Japan. Hell, technically, Steven Universe is made in Korea. It's not an anime.
Yeah, but for Ruby, we probably would watch it for Saturday, Sunday Hit anime.
Yeah, it's on the list. Like I actually have it. It's not on the. I don't think it's on the short list, but it is on the full list.
How's he doing that?
Yeah, Mr. B just being like, I'm going bald. It can't be the hair. But yeah, I'll say it would make me proud, Mr. B, as if I was a teacher and had students coming from other classrooms to be like, I love you, senpai.
It'd honestly probably make you feel like Indiana Jones in his golden days.
Okay, I don't know if that reference completely fits, but I get it. I get where you're going with that.
I can't remember which one it was. It was either 3 or 4. He's lecturing, and one of the students has "I love you" written on her eyelids.
As long as they're not actively hitting on you.
Yeah, that one, the girl was hitting on him.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't.
and that's the weird thing about high schoolers, because this sometimes happens with like elementary, middle schoolers, but especially with high schoolers, it's like you're right at that age where like hormones are high, and this teacher spends a lot of time with you, and so you have a lot of students who can just be like, yeah, that's it, and like I'm interested in that, and it's just like, no, back off.
Maybe when you're an adult. I am an adult. I'm 18.
Is Lilo and Stitch an anime? No, but there's
No.
yeah. the Carbit being like, but it got made into one. So it's like, yeah, what if you have a show that's like, it's a cartoon, but then an anime studio makes an anime of it?
We'd probably still
Again,
wouldn't watch
Ruby
it
is
for
weird
Saturday,
because
Sunday
Ruby
hit anime.
should have been an anime to begin with. Because the art style for the Ruby Ice Queen thing is the same. So it's like, you can't even argue that they changed the art style. It's like, they didn't. They explicitly didn't.
You asked for this.
So like, see, I'm trying to think of examples of anime that need to be taken out, but I can't actually come up with many. Like, I think it's more that more things would be brought in by changing the definition than would be pushed out. Or maybe it's just a lot of the stuff I watch just is anime to begin with, and I haven't seen that much that isn't.
Not fair.
I don't know.
Here comes the pain.
But yeah, hairstyles are absolutely a thing, Tim. That is definitely. There are several anime hairstyles.
Kingpin.
I love you, Colonel Sanders.
Have some of this.
Keep him on the ground, or we don't.
I mean, Mr. B, there is that Colonel Sanders dating game, so if you wore that outfit, you might get that.
That's a real thing. I thought that was
Yeah.
a myth.
Oh no, that's a real thing. They made that, like, KFC made that game. Like, that wasn't, it's not just a fucking, it's not only a real game, they personally made it. Like, I refuse to wear that costume. Yeah, no, like, that's a completely real thing. Let me pull that up.
What the fuck?
Yeah, hold on, I got you. I got you, fam.
Hold still.
Yeah, what about Coraline? Coraline anime?
Boss wants your head.
Would you count claymation as anime?
Shut your mouth permanently.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You want some?
We should put that on the ban list.
No, I'm not putting that on the ban list. Absolutely not.
I ain't playing
I
it.
have to. Oh, there's some level where I'm just like, what the fuck?
Don't you?
I'll make that the next Valentine's Day special.
Bitch, I ain't playing no game.
No, I'll play it.
Fine, you can play it.
You
I'm
don't have
not.
to play it. I don't even think that one's. I think that one's allowed on Twitch too.
Or dead. This doesn't care.
I doubt it's bad. In
No,
terms
it's
of,
not. That's
like,
the thing. It's. I think it's really
showing.
like very wholesome. Like it's
Wholesome?
It's very wholesome. That's the opposite of what I'm trying to say here. I'm explicitly not saying that.
Wholesome suggests a lot of other things.
Yeah, the things I'm saying this game isn't. But no, it's from my understanding, it's very wholesome. It's just fucking weird because it's Colonel Sanders. I'm honestly shocked they didn't try to make a DLC with other mascots.
You date Frybo.
Well, I was gonna say like you have
Burger.
McDonald's clown, you have the
President
Burger King, you
Burger
have
King.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Wendy would actually
Now,
probably
Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy's would probably go with that. They would probably absolutely be like, "Yes, we'll absolutely let you use our license for that."
Okay, guys. If Older Bro plays Colonel Sanders, then I'll play Wendy's.
It's not a game, but if they had DLC
If they
for that,
did.
yes.
Nah,
Yeah, Wendy's loves shit talking people. They would absolutely do shit like that.
Permanent.
Can't stop the rocking, can't stop the rock.
I thought it was chicken, but it was actually horse all along.
Mr. Fisk says hi.
I refuse to accept that KFC is horse lips.
Boss is sick and tired of you. So am I.
Yeah, sorry guys that this is taking forever. Like, there's
mean-
nothing I can do.
I mean, here's the thing. As previously stated, we do not have to actually do all this for this game because this is not a replay game. This is a new game.
I know. But
So, like,
I'm doing it.
Younger
anyway.
bro is just explicitly playing this game at the stupidly hardest possible like settings.
Oh no.
Well, not like the actual hardest thing. You know what I mean? You're doing the
Yeah.
literal most annoying shit because you want to. So it's like,
I believe I backflipped over all those bullets.
Gonna teach you respect.
If I can keep these 3 around, I can probably do this forever, which is good.
I'll shut your mouth permanent.
God damn it.
but yeah, no, it's like,
But yeah, let me know when I'm getting close to time, and then I'll finish all these guys off.
gotcha. Well, we're at an hour and a half now, so you got about a half hour. I'm actually gonna run to the bathroom because I'm feeling a little bit
We'll take you alive or dead.
constipated.
This
It's like,
doesn't
I'll be right back.
I'll blow him to pieces.
God dang it, I reacted too late. Yeah, guys, I'm doing all these dodges now because of how long it's going to take to do this benchmark. It's probably going to be like point launching. I want to get all the fighting stuff done first, so we're doing all the fighting stuff, so including dodges. I can't believe I only dodged like perfectly 800 times throughout the entire campaign, including DLC. Like, it's ridiculous. I pray to God they don't have benchmarks in the sequel game. I've not seen evidence that they do.
Murder you when you come down. Die.
Something else. Hopefully you wouldn't. Oh, now we're at wave 2. Okay, now that went a little slow. Which is fine. We want it to go slow.
I'll teach you some respect. Keep doing that. If I was you, I'd run.
By the way, guys, I can probably get that combo of 35 as long as I keep perfect dodging.
Get down here. Take it down. Get down here and fight like a man.
Oh, even normal dodging, I get that combo.
Hit him. Boss wants your head.
Keep him on the ground, or we don't stand a chance.
I'll shut your mouth permanent. Get back down here. You're gonna have a bad day. Knock him out. Don't you dare hit me with that.
Don't you dare hit me with that. I then proceed to hit him.
Oh, sorry, but we're all out of the complimentary donuts.
Flank him. Come on. That's not fair. Got it.
Oh, there was a Dead by Daylight dating game? Really? That actually might be something I would play.
You're gonna have a bad day. Don't you dare hit me with that. Take him down.
There you go, I didn't.
Knock him out. Keep him on the ground. Hit him.
I wonder why I was having such a hard time with that one baton guy.
You want some? Today, you die. I can't punch him if he's in the air. Hey, heads up! I'll teach you some respect.
God damn it. I hit the O button too late.
You asked for this. Heads up! He's airborne! You're done now. Everyone down!
Kobe.
I'm in an ass-kicking mood.
Yeah, sorry I'm not talking too much. I kind of have to focus on the game in order to do these perfect dodges.
Shouldn't have messed with
I can't punch him if he's in the air.
Ooh, that's an idea. Okay, I'm going to get all the guys with guns.
You ever shut the hell
Because they're the ones throwing the nades.
Guys, slow down.
So anybody has a
Friday
gun.
Special's not till Thanksgiving.
Just gonna get them out. Nope, nope, nope.
Spider-Man, that site's taken delivery of enough concrete to build 2 skyscrapers.
Wait, don't tell me. They're hiding drugs in the concrete mix.
Okay, you're all
That's my
punchies.
theory. We'll need probable cause
You
Oh,
to
have
get
a
on site
gun.
to confirm it.
You'll have it.
Okay, this should be fine.
kick his ass? Heads up! He's airborne! I'm in an ass-kicking
As long as they do not throw nades, I can do it forever.
Keep him on the ground. Whoop his ass. Show me what you got. Smoke him. We'll take you alive or dead. This doesn't care. Friggin' ballerina, get down here.
Found a way to do it
He's
forever.
mine.
That's good.
So,
Glad to see.
I took out all the guys with guns because they're the ones throwing the nades, and as long as nobody throws a nade, they can't die.
Bad day.
Cool.
And I'm about to get that 35 combo.
Don't mess with the kingpin.
But yeah,
Live.
so while I was removing my constipation problems, I did look
I
up
can't punch him if he's
some
in the
shows
air.
with unique art styles to try to see if I could think up any shows
Teach you respect.
that could be in that category of this might not be anime. I finally found the example, and I'm kind of surprised I forgot about this one.
Boss wants your head
So
down.
there is one show that is anime
Oh,
because it was made by a
Internet.
Japanese studio.
Get down here and fight like a man.
You know the funny thing? That was actually at 7,000.
what?
But there was one show that was by a Japanese anime studio. And I think you and me are both, and probably some of the audience are probably vaguely familiar with the show. Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
Yes.
Here's the thing, though. Remember I was talking earlier about, like, there are shows that are Western-made that are heavily inspired by anime, and there are shows, and they are
That's
also...
one of them.
Get down here and
No.
fight like a man.
Panty and Garter Belt is a Japanese show that was designed to be a Western cartoon. It was heavily inspired by and written as a Western cartoon, but it's made in Japan.
Friggin' ballerina. Get
So
down
it's
here.
the inverse of things like Avatar and Teen Titans and like maybe even Ruby. It's on the other end. It's an anime trying to be a Western cartoon. So it's like, would that be an anime?
You don't mess with the kingpin.
And honestly, I'm not sure. Because I think you asked a great question. My definition of anime is probably, would I air this on the Saturday Sunday Hit Anime Show? Or would I put this on with She-Ra and Avatar and other shows in a different category of things.
Friggin' ballerina!
And honestly, I might actually air Panty and Stockings on not the Saturday, Sunday at Anime show. Because, like,
Take you alive or dead. This doesn't care. Keep 'em on
yeah,
the
it's like, if it's designed to be more like a Western show, and it's not designed to be an anime, like,
I do want to watch that show.
yeah, I really do want to watch it, but I'm just like, if that's my standard, does that make it not an anime? And I'm like, kinda?
I'm in an ass-kicking mood.
So, I found the show that I was looking for here.
Yeah, guys, I have to do perfect dodges, so every time I'm doing normal dodges, it's not counting. But it is counting for the combo, so I am technically doing more than one benchmark at a time right now. We have to get 35 combos, and we also have to get 75 combos while also getting perfect dodges. God damn it. So I am doing more than one benchmark at a time at this
Here
moment.
comes the pain.
Yeah, now I do think there is one thing.
We'll take you alive or dead. This
It's
doesn't
probably,
care.
this is not a universal rule,
That's not fair.
but there is one anime aspect that we can all,
Don't mess with the kingpin.
we can at least acknowledge if I'm right about, like, defining anime this way, then I have to make a checklist on what counts as an anime. One of the core things on that checklist is going to be eye to head ratio. There's got to be some number that's like, the eyes take up this percentage of the head. Because anime is so well known for, and the eyes are like a large amount of the head. Way more than an actual person has.
I can't punch him if he's in the air.
So eye to head ratio is definitely part of this categorization. And I will say that is something that pushes Panty and Stocking towards being an anime, because it does have very large eye to head ratio.
Oh yeah, especially stalking.
Yes. Yeah.
You want some? Open wide.
But yeah, like, and I did know that it was an anime because I looked it up on the channel like a while ago. But yeah, before looking that up, I thought it was a Western cartoon.
So did I. It was on Adult Swim.
Yeah, I did not think it. Well, yeah, but there's things on Adult Swim that aren't anime. They're rare, but like there have been things on Adult Swim that aren't anime. But yeah, it's definitely a thing where
Oh yeah, it wasn't on Toonami. It was just Adult Swim. I thought it was on Toonami.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say Toonami is even Toonami's had things that aren't exactly anime, but that's extremely rare. But Adult Swim, yeah, it has all kinds of things that aren't anime. In fact, does Adult Swim have much that is anime? Because like
Toonami had all the anime.
yeah, Toonami was the
Closest
Toonami
thing was Teen Titans.
Toonami is Adult Swim. Like
You want some?
Toonami is the anime
damn
block
it.
of Adult Swim.
Can't reach him.
Because I remember watching Toonami as a kid, and it did have the AS logo show up on it. So
Yes.
Toonami is part of Adult Swim, but it's the anime part. So, like, yeah, it's... Yeah, but yeah, it appeared on Adult Swim. It didn't even appear on Toonami. But it's like... But it is an anime, but it was not written to be one. It was written to fit more into, like, the... I mean, honestly, it was kind of written as, like, more of, like, an in-between between something like... I want to describe it as, what if the Animaniacs were even more sexual? Like, it's meant to be like a... Like, something like almost Family Guy levels of, like, crude humor. But in a, like, Animaniacs / Jenny, Secret Teenage Robot art style.
So am I. I'll teach you some.
So it's like, yeah, it's... I do really want to see that show.
This is for the boss.
The Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon.
Come on. That's
I have not heard of this. I can guess
you know
what
of Ren
that
and
is.
Stimpy.
No. I'm guessing there was a specific... This is a specific chapter or episode of Ren and Stimpy. It's like a side thing. I know what Ren and Stimpy is.
Or maybe it was some special.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. Sorry. I couldn't think of the word special.
Smoke him! Come on! That's not fair! You want some? Heads up! He's airborne!
I'm airborne. All I'm doing is a backflip, man.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
One to my head. Can't hit him in the air.
Okay.
I'm in an ass-kicking move.
Okay, I think I vaguely heard about this, that this happened. But I didn't know anything about it.
Come on, hit him!
Like, I mean, how adult-oriented did they make it? Was there, like, did they go, like, actual hardcore porn? Or just, like, it got very dirty very fast?
This is for the boss.
Okay. Because, like, honestly, I'm not even sure that that's, like...
So am I.
I mean, I guess at normal...
I'll keep him on the ground.
Like, I haven't seen a lot of Ren and Stimpy. But from my understanding, Ren and Stimpy wasn't really that clean of a show to begin with.
Hit him in the air.
Like, I wouldn't...
It had adult humor. In
Yeah, it's
it.
like... I wouldn't necessarily say it was hardcore, like, adult humor. But just,
No.
like, it's... It definitely wasn't, like, the cleanest show to begin with. So,
Gonna teach you respect.
yeah. The show on Nickelodeon, it skirted the lines. And then when it went to Spike Network, it just said, fuck the lines. We're just going wherever the hell we want.
Oh, it moved?
Yeah, there was creative differences between Nickelodeon. I think it might have came back at one point, but the show Nickelodeon and Ren and Stimpy's creator had creative differences, so he took it to the Spike Network because he actually owned the IP.
Have some of
So
this.
that's where it went.
Yeah, but it went from being like a slightly edgy show to hardcore past the line and just being like a very adult thing.
I want to see if I can get a combo of 100 by just dodging.
But yeah, I think I vaguely heard about this when because I remember somebody talking about Ren and Stimpy. It might have been Nostalgia Critic.
Boss is sick and tired
I don't know.
of you.
Somebody I watched
Yeah.
somebody's video.
He-
on
he
Ren and
talks
Stimpy.
about it
So he
frequently.
might have. I think he might have mentioned
Come on.
the
Get down here and
them
100
changing it
combo.
over to Spike at some point.
show me what you got.
I watched one episode and vomited.
Come on.
Woo, boy! I mean, I'm honestly...
Yeah, it does have some pretty gross situations. Like
Yeah.
in one instance, I think it's Ren. Ren has a, it's sort of like a mind control device on, and he's hammering himself in the head while Stimpy's singing the Happy Happy Joy Joy song or whatever. Yeah. It's pretty
I can't
hard to
punch him if
watch.
he's in the air.
I mean, is it bad to say, Mr. B, that I'm honestly more interested in Ren and Stimpy at that point? Not necessarily. I think that's going to be a better show. It probably isn't. But
Happy Happy Joy Joy. Happy,
I'm more
happy
interested.
Joy,
It's
joy.
more interesting to, like, in my mind, a show that's like skirting the line.
Have some of this.
Sure, fine. But a show that just says, I don't give a shit about the lines, I'm just going where the fuck I want, that sounds more interesting to me. Then again, I am the person who has watched the show that got banned from Funimation. And then bought the show that got banned from Funimation.
Get down here.
Interspecies reviewer.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Finn, I apologize for imposing on you, but you are the person that has to come to my house and take that DVD away and burn it if I die before you.
You're done now.
And you're gonna ride it in the wheel too.
Yeah. I mean, I could just make you do it, but I honestly like the idea of Finn coming to my house, figuring out where I live first off, and then coming here and then having to discard that CD or that DVD. I think that's the only show that I have that needs actually destroyed upon my death. Like almost anything else, I'm just like, I don't give a shit. But that one's just like, nope, we're gonna take that and break that DVD and throw it away. Funny thing is, it's not even that bad of a show. Like as I've said, it's the big thing about it is it does probably cross the line for a lot of people in that there's a lot of shows that are ecchi. There's a lot of shows that suggest porn or the next day and obviously sex happened, but they don't talk about it. But Interspecies Reviewers takes the next step of the porn is happening, the camera is next to it. But you don't get to see much of anything. Huh?
Unless you watch the uncensored version.
Yes.
Boss is sick and tired of you. So am I.
So it's like the censored version of Interspecies Reviewers. Yeah, it's
Get down here and fight like a man.
it definitely has the camera there, but the camera kind of it doesn't turn away. It just kind of looks upward, and at the bottom corner you can see stuff happening, but not enough of anything for it to just be porn. It's just like it's the etchiness is just, I mean, look over there, something's happening. We're not gonna stop filming, but look over there.
I know of Interspecies
Like, it's-
Reviewers. I know some of the characters. I've still not seen the show and don't want to.
No, it's an enjoyable show.
He's airborne. Come on, hit him.
I applaud the show for it being about sex workers. Like that's the whole plot of the show is just it is about sex workers, and it's like that's
Like
there is no other show is gonna do that.
I don't think I'd hate the show. I don't think I would get
No,
through the show.
That is fair. Yeah, it's basically what I'll describe Interspecies Reviewers as you know that one scene in Monster Musume that is that in the English version that is very obviously supposed to be sex.
Yeah, I know.
Take
which
that
one.
and then take the metaphor away, and that's every episode. And that's Interspecies Reviewers. It's just that one episode of Monster Musume, but it's every episode.
Once again, I've achieved greatness with a 100 combo off of dodging.
Yep. You know what the sad thing is?
I think that guy's stuck.
Back down here.
Yeah, you know what the really sad thing here is?
Not walking away from that.
How much easier would it have been to get all of our combos in the main game doing this?
We'd still be doing the same thing.
Him in the air.
Well,
And also, we're in them.
well, no. What I'm saying is, remember all the missions where you struggled to get combos because you kept getting killed by, or like hit by random enemies?
Mess with the
Like,
kingpin and live.
I wonder if we might have done it, like we might have gotten them a little bit less anger-inducing if we were doing this instead.
Like, you can fight without going in the air. Like, that is possible.
Yeah.
But
Because like during those missions with the whip guys, the enemies weren't infinitely respawning, right? It was a situation where
No.
you had to kill a number
I
of them.
had to jump over to a guy
Yeah.
to get them.
Yeah.
And during that, the whip guy grabbed me anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
Like,
saying
that,
if we,
their range is ridiculous.
yeah. I'm just saying that we probably could have gotten it where we killed all the whip guys on the field and then just did this to everyone left, and probably could have gotten the 100 combos easier than the
The
way we
issue
actually
was
did it.
I didn't know how many whip guys.
We also didn't really know that this worked at the time.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't know how many whip guys they'd spawn.
Yeah, so
Like, one of them, like, they spawn at least up to 20 whip guys.
yep,
And that's just one of them. But that was in the DLC.
yeah.
That wasn't even in the main game.
Knock him out.
Please tell me that guy is not stuck too. Like,
I'm in
Okay,
an
good.
ass-kicking mood.
How are we doing, by the way? Now that we've switched, or now that we figured out how to get to the store.
okay, we're almost to 2,000. We
Yeah.
started this at like 1,300 something.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we're
By the way,
doing
why does our thing
pretty
say
decent.
99%?
Hmm?
Like our thing on the menu said 99%. Like no, on the 100, like the main, like looking at the full achievements for the. Like, why does it say 99% on main story? What the fuck is the 1%?
I think that's a visual glitch.
It might be.
Not walking away from
I think we had it like we saw it at 100% earlier.
Yeah, we did.
But I was just like,
It's because we're redoing this. I think it's.
Oh
counting.
yeah, it's counting this as like incomplete because we're in it right now. and
Yeah,
then
well,
it'll
it's
be
like
done.
going back in time.
Yeah, which is weird.
Probably by
About
the,
5 minutes, by the way.
yeah, probably by the end of this episode we'll be up to 2,000.
Something like that.
You said 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, I better finish this one.
Are you on wave 1?
No,
10 more. No shoving. I'll give you all personal attention.
I'll get to the final wave and make this scenario again, and then finish them off. Or are we kicking Spider-Man? Anyway, I need combo 30, combo 70. Oh, really?
Final
Already?
wave.
Okay, I came here to web bad guys and quit. And
Okay,
I'm
get
all
the
out of
guys
quit.
with shields and guns.
Get ready for some pain, you son of a. Keep him on the ground.
And batons, I'm guessing.
Yes, anybody with a weapon.
It's weird to me that not everyone has a weapon. Like, I'm surprised they can't pick up their fallen allied weapons.
He's airborne.
Yeah, no, they can't, which is weird.
You're done now.
Yeah, now we're only down to 3 guys.
Have you heard of the show Dan V's?
No.
Get him.
Never heard of it. I'll look it up. Or maybe Dan Versus.
Oh, Dan versus?
Yeah.
That sounds more
He
familiar.
capitalized the V, so I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
I'll teach you some respect. You want some? He's mine. Heads up. He's airborne.
I mean, I've never heard of this, and it doesn't look familiar, but
Show it to me. It sounds familiar.
hold on.
Rack him.
Yes, I have seen an episode or two.
It was a show rejected by Adult Swim. How do you get rejected by Adult Swim? Was it not adult enough? Okay, hold on. I looked down at some of the photos, and so it's like you've got Dan versus, and it's like, okay, blah 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 blah, normal photos, and then it's Dan versus, and then there's a photo that is very obviously MLP, but it isn't called that, but it clearly has one of the houses from MLP with the horseshoe on it. And then, just slightly below it, Dan versus Friendship is Magic. And I'm just like, yep, there it is. It's like that. It's like, yeah, I recognize this house.
Must have been too many copyright stuff.
No. This is not my beautiful house.
out.
Dan versus Dan.
Oh, South Park made a new thing involving multiple realities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the heck is there so many photos of Dan, like, sexually looking at female himself?
How you like them up? He's mine.
What the fuck?
Kick his ass. You don't mess with the kingpin and live.
Well, seeing as how I beat Willie and I'm still here.
It was too adult for Adult Swim, so they rejected it, and then they dumbed it down, and a different studio took it. A different network.
Knock him out.
Wow, too adult for Adult Swim. Like, that's kind of shocking. Honestly, I was surprised. I was surprised that. Well, I guess I'm not surprised that that it was it Amazon or Netflix that took Has-Been Hotel.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. I wasn't surprised to find out Amazon specifically took it, because Amazon will take a lot of things. But I was honestly expecting Adult Swim to take it,
So was I.
because it's like, yep, this fits within something I could imagine on Adult Swim.
Oh, that sounds like shit.
Yeah. Wow, that was shit.
That pilot episode just made me want to
Yep.
watch it.
Yeah, it is different voice actors. The art style is obviously going to end up being different because they're using it's through a studio, not by the animator themselves. So
Doesn't matter. It's fucking Has-Been Hotel.
yeah, it's like I'm still excited for it. I have a dream. Oh, can't you tell? It's of a wonderful, fantastic new hotel. Yes, it's one of a kind, right here in hell. Catering to a specific clientele. I'm not going to try to do the rest of the song because I cannot do it fast enough.
Why the heck do you want to run a hotel? Share another boredom.
I mean, look, when you are arguably one of the most powerful people in all of hell, and nobody can really threaten you, and you just want to see people try and fail, it's like, yeah, I mean, sure, go
Why
for
the
it.
hell not?
Yeah. The funny thing is that, so, by the way, we are at time.
Okay.
So, by the way, the funny thing about Has-Been Hotel, though, is Has-Been Hotel was piloted, got picked up, then took like 3 years.
I know.
Since then, the creator has now done Hell of a Boss, which is on its second season, and is probably more
Good job.
like
Fisk
beloved
thinks you run things
than
from
even
inside.
Has-Been Hotel
He's gonna
was
find out
when
why
it first
long-distance
piloted.
relationships
And that show
don't
was
work
really
out.
loved. And again, as a reminder, Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss are in the same universe. They have the same like demons.
Yeah, and that's why I wanna watch. Yeah, double high five.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to watch Hell of a Boss.
You okay?
I
Yeah.
kind of
They're-
want to watch it before Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it.
The thing is, they're not going. You're not. It's not gonna. There's not gonna be any overlap
I know.
because the way Vizzypop's world works is that
Yeah,
there's different rings of hell. So like,
yeah, it's a different ring of hell.
yeah.
Like, it's a
So
different
Hell of a
layer.
Boss takes place in the Imp ring of hell, I believe, which is the only one that has humans in it, I believe. I can't remember. There's a certain thing where it's like one of the rings is the imps, and one of the rings is the one that Has-Been Hotel is in, and only one of them has humans. Oh yeah, it's Pride. Only the Pride ring has humans in it. Like,
Pride ring.
yeah.
Anyways, So that is going to have to be it for today's episode. So like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment to videos. Do read them. Follow on Twitch. These benchmarks are ending anytime soon. And we'll see you guys in the next Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone. Oh, shoot. It's going to have the wrong outro because I forgot to swap the outro. So, apologies. The outro is going to be wrong.